If you're new to this channel, I invite you to follow and subscribe to my channel if you like to see more of my content. And if you like my content, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And leave your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. I really truly appreciate everything that you write and share with me. Yeah. In today's episode, I would like to share with you a very important message which came to me, and it's really a calling, like what I've said in the previous episode, where we're really in the call to slow down and to pause and to re-examine our goals and plans. Because what I've noticed today is that we're too overly focused on what we think is right to do, while ignoring what we feel about the plan, about the goal. Is it matching? Is it aligning with our personal beliefs and values and principles? And especially in today's time where everyone is consuming a lot of information, leading to the lack of use of critical thinking and the lack of discernment in most people. And it's sad to say and to see many more people have becoming more of a consumer than a creator, because we as human beings were supposed to create something, because we are born in this world to make something, to help the world, to help Mother Gaia to be better than how she was when we arrived. And because we're too busy with ourselves and we're too busy with whatever we have and we think is possible and what we think is the future should be, without really recognizing the power of the other side, and without really balancing it, we are so into our heads that we forget to exist. And because we forget to exist, we ignore what our body tells us. We ignore what our soul and heart are telling us. We ignore what our inner child is calling you to do, us to do, I mean. And because of that, we're so into this, everything is just fast-paced, and everything, we're in constant pressure. We're in constant pressure to do something great when it takes time to build something great, And we think that by practicing these things, we're being ancient, and being ancient is old-fashioned. Well, in fact, being old-fashioned in today's time is very critical, because everyone is just so stressed out. Everyone seems to be so burnt out from everything that they're doing, and because of that, I think and feel that we are losing touch with ourselves. We are losing touch with our heart and soul, what we're supposed to do, because of the things that we plan and we think should be done accordingly. And that's the very reason why more and more people today are losing touch of their goals and aspirations, because they're built on what we call egoistic expectations. And because we're listening more to these egoistic expectations, we forget the essence of why we're doing work in the first place. The very essence why we do things, because we love the persons we care about. That's why we do things almost impossible, and we're willing to move mountains and to make the impossible things possible, because we love someone. And even if it's not just limited to romantic and romantic relationships, but also platonic and universal love. And because we're losing touch with the essence of universal true love, we think of ourselves low, really so low, that we think that we don't deserve the dream. We don't deserve to live the life to the fullest and live the life according to what we wish to be. And because we're so absorbed and programmed to be this way, that we have to work 9 to 5 to survive, we believe that this is the only way to go and there's no other way to get out of it. And because we believed that this is the only way, we we chose to live that way without ever questioning it, without ever questioning whether what we're doing is right or wrong, whether this is harmful to my body or not, because all we have is a base, like a foundation that's so distorted based on someone's ego. And because we're so into this, we're losing sight of who we truly are. And who we truly are means to listen more inwardly to what your heart and soul is telling you. And because we're so into our heads, we forget that we are also magical beings who are capable, more than capable, to do the impossible things. Because why would God give us the privilege to take care of Mother Gaia and the Mother Earth if we don't have the capability to take care of it? But what are we doing now? We are listening to someone's ego and become sheeps. We rather become sheeps because it's easier that way, because we rather lead in someone's stick, because we rather like to follow someone's orders than to be the order in itself. We rather choose to become to be a consumer rather than a creator, because being a creator means facing the fears and confronting the very fear, the childhood trauma maybe, because it requires so much of you that you chose to be a consumer, because being a consumer is way easier than to do something what you are supposed to do right now. And that's what most people are losing these days. Like, I feel it, like my sister, like she's just 26. She's barely 30 years old, but she already felt like she's so old. She's old enough to handle the seemingly 80-year-old women's problems. Like, she's barely 30, but she's ready to retire. She's ready to do something else because she's losing her job. And her fate, her capitalistic fate, isn't sealed in a way where she imagined it, where she could be just, okay, she'll be safe working 9 to 5. Well, plot twist, baby. Life is giving you a lot of surprises, and it will be constantly like that. I mean, that's something you cannot control. So, like I said in the previous episode, it's like, that's why I prefer not to live my life in a very structured way, because life has full of surprises. So although you have some structure or organization, it's helpful to have some, like you have your notes, you have some boxes to tick, but you don't really 100% rely on it, like just to function each day. I mean, you also have to allow some flexibility within your plans, because you'll never know what comes in life. I mean, if you don't have the room to exercise the very basic thing of being a human, which is being flexible and being able to move around however Mother Gaia wants to move her her tectonics around. I mean, you cannot control the volcano eruption, you cannot control the earthquakes, you cannot control, well, that's debatable nowadays because of some egoistic leaders who wish to develop these kinds of instruments, and I don't want to delve with that. And anyway, like, you don't have the full control of how Earth is structured, okay? You don't have the full control of Earth systems. So although we're trying to play God nowadays, but still, you're still a human being, and we're born to take care of this planet instead of being an ass. But what are we doing? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Is it something that warms your heart or kills your heart? Is it something that so meaningful that you cannot forget it, or wish to forget? So yeah, like, this is the same message that I've been that I've written days ago to my Writer Warriors community, a message which requires like a lot of pausing, because in my newsletter I wrote like, because you are so highly responsible and dependable adult, you think you know everything, including your future plans and even as far as 20 years. So you take a cocktail of supplements and caffeine to get through the day without realizing that your body is telling you to stop. And even when it does, you don't stop. You feel annoyed and bothered instead. So bothered, you're angry at yourself for feeling that way when other people seem tireless. Instead of relaxing on the couch, you spend your time blaming yourself for being unable, being sick, and being useless. That's why you feel exhausted, burnt out, and at your worst, you may feel lifeless. A living dead, a very busy zombie who only knew 9 to 5 to exist on Earth. A human being who seemed to have forgotten how to exist. And that same message is the very message that I want to relay to you. And I hope that this is clear between our souls. And it's me, my soul, reminding you, having a little soft nudge, that despite the hectic rush of life, thou shalt not forget that you are also a human being with feelings. You also get tired. You also get exhausted. You're sleepy. You're a sleepyhead. Recognize that. Recognize what your body is telling you and respect that. Respect what your body is telling you, because your body holds a soul and your soul belongs to that body. So please take care of that body so your soul can continue to live according to its purpose. And it's up to you whether you will listen to it or not. But it's still your responsibility to take care of it and make sure that the body, the vessel, is okay and functioning. So despite everything that you have planned, whatever your brain is telling you what to do, listen to where the brain is sitting, resting. If you don't take care of the body, what does your brain do? What can your brain do without the functioning body? Right? So, yeah, this is a very important message that I want to share with you, because this is the very same lessons that I learned after just walking around the neighborhood. And that's the very reason why I like to walk around the neighborhood, because it allows me and my brain to have the space, the mental space to think of something else aside from just writing and just I've been writing so much. I mean, my world is about writing and writing and writing, and I love it. But if I don't allow some space, a mental space, to just do something else, I know and acknowledge the fact that it would kill my creativity in the long run. So it's important for me as an artist that I would keep the variety in my workload, although I have a lot on my plate, and it's about time management. Yeah. So time management is where I say, or you can say that's like adapted capitalistic, well-adjusted capitalistic system, where I appreciate the system where I have deadlines and all, but I make sure that these deadlines don't choke my neck. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if you understand what I'm trying to say, I hope that this is clear with you, and I hope that you would do the same. Because I care for you, and I care for your soul, I care for your body. And if you're struggling right now, please just pause and take time to slow down. Take time for your hobbies. Make time for your childhood dreams, even for just like an hour, 15 minutes, or because you own your life. You are the driver of your life. You own your life, and it's your responsibility to take care of it. So I hope that this helps you, and that will be all for today, and see you in the next one. Cheers.